A battle for division supremacy. Hello, everyone. I'm Jonathan Coachman. This is Madden NFL Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got 1 versus 2 in the AFC East, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Buffalo Bills. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they're led out by a guy who learned from one of the great ones in his first few years in Tom Brady. This is Jimmy Garoppolo.
When you're back up to one of the all-time great players, if you don't spend time picking that guy's brain or just watching and observing how he does things to increase your game, then you've wasted that time. I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo is that type of a player. I think those lessons learned have a chance to transmit themselves very well.
On first down, Garoppolo. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Let's get it.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
Taken right around the 44. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. DJ Chark touchdown number 15 of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we did turn it all loose.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
You're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct. That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six. And just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
McCrane on for the extra point. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. And now, Charles, this becomes a pretty important second drive for them. They're already down a pair of scores here in the first quarter.
As you noted, they're down 2 scores, and to me, they're down a possession or a service break if this were tennis, right? Because they just gave one up. Only their second drive now. Run their offense, try and get back into the game that way, and then look for some help from their defense.
Trying to forget about that pick six last time out. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And they will be in the playoffs as champs of the AFC East. But as it stands now, Charles, they'd still have to host a game on Wild Card Weekend because they're looking up at slots 1 and 2.
Well, when the season began, they said, let's win our division first, right? That's the bottom line that gets you into the playoffs or the tournament, as a lot of the guys like to call it. So they're in. They'll host that first round, and then they'll see where it goes from there. But the bottom line, as always, get into the playoffs and take your chances from there.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Pick me up. Here we go. 5. 53. Mike. They're not ready.
Here's Allen. This one complete to Lacey. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, switch gears. 5 wide.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 and the 34. Here are the starters defensively for the Jets. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 28 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
All day. Stop. Protein spill. Alert. Kill.
Now Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Ronald Jones, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. This fielded at the and he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Jimmy Garoppolo and his offense heading back on the field. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground. That hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well, look now at our starting defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. That's caught by Howard. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check. Crunch. Hey, hold. Check. 53. Check. 53's Mike.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in.
Get ready. 57.
Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
It's going to be a long game. Check 13. Check safety. Watch twist.
They'll run it with Jones. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Come, baby. Woo! Check your hot read. Alert! Check your backer. Check 3. Alert.
They'll try the right side with Jones. Jones hit and the ball's out. And the Jets have recovered.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Got a man complete. It's Fuller again. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes.
And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This is Bell on the dump off. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Well, a nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
He's checking. He's coming.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he's got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Watch out.
Running right, Jones. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And down to the 7-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. This is taken at its 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the 2nd half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. They'll go again to Jones. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Sharks got it, left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. DJ Chark, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Here's McCray now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Following the touchdown, McCray set to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Caught here by Bell. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight end.
And this is going to be intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Mike is 59.
From midfield, here's Allen. From the left side, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Topper! Check! Check 24. Pass 85.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal.
Deuce. Check 30. Tight.
Now a give right side. Jones. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Ronald Jones his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run. This is taken at his 4.
Let's go,
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Here we go, here we go. 180! 54, Mike. I got you. I got you. Get hot!
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, it's Bell. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape. Dashing through the snow and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are able to strike for 6.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Again, it's Jones. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Check, 59.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Here we go.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Jets on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. There's Garoppolo to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
You go tight. You got tight.
Sub.
Check. Watch the edge.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Give me that ball, middle. Give me that ball, defense. Half. 56.
Kill. Turn.
Now a give, right side. It's Jones. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. The Bills on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Regular.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Allen's throw is complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. Allen now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
36.
52.
Switch.
They go back to the ground with Jones. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Let's go.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he loses the football a second time. And it's scooped up by the Jets. 30, 20, 10. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Yeah, so hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will get them one closer. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And the Bills are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. It was Duke Dawson on the tackle, the second-round pick in 2018. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Check 99.
Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Check 4. Hey, home.
They'll try again with Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. From the gun, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. DJ Chark there to make the grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And New York set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
23 yards on the play.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. To throw, it's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Allen now looks to throw. All right, open, complete. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Check nine.
On first down, Jones. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Wild Bill. Joker.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 17-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
59 Mike.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen, and it's caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. McCrane on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Garoppolo looks to throw. And he finds Howard complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked him.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. One final try now for Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bills, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.